Welcome, my friend. This isn't just another English video. This is where your real transformation begins. I'm not here to teach you random grammar rules or give you another list of phrases to memorize. I'm here to give you something much more powerful. A new system, a new mindset, and a new kind of confidence that will finally help you speak English fluently, naturally, and without fear. You see, maybe no one ever told you this before. You don't need perfect grammar to sound fluent. You don't need to know thousands of new words to sound confident. And you don't need to speak like a native speaker to change your life with English. What you truly need is the right daily practice, the right way to train your brain, your tongue, and your confidence. That's exactly what this video will give you, step by step, word by word, day by day. I made this for people who are scared to speak, who understand English but can't express themselves, who've studied for years but still feel stuck, who dream of confidence but stay silent. If that's you, then this message is for you. So I have one simple request. Don't skip, don't pause, don't multitask. Just listen. Because if you stay till the end, you'll feel something new awaken inside you. You'll start to believe that you can speak English. Not tomorrow, not someday, but starting right now. All right, let's begin. Let's change your English. Let's change your life. #. Step 1, talk to yourself in English. Every day. If you can't speak English to yourself, you'll never be ready to speak it to the world. That's the truth. Most people don't fail because of grammar or vocabulary. They fail because of fear. They're afraid to make mistakes, afraid to sound strange, afraid someone will laugh, so they stay quiet. They think in English but never speak it. And here's the secret. Fluency doesn't live in your head. Fluency lives in your mouth. That's why you must start talking to yourself in English every single day. When you wake up, say what you're doing. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making coffee. I'm feeling sleepy. When you walk outside, describe what you see. The weather is nice. I'm going to the market. When you're tired, tell yourself, I'm feeling tired. I'll rest for a bit. This is called self-talk, and it's how real fluency begins. You're not just studying English, you're living in English. Why is this powerful? Because no one's judging you. You train your tongue, your lips, and your mouth to move naturally. You practice real sentences that you actually use in daily life. You stop translating and start thinking in English. And the best part, you can do it anywhere, anytime, completely free. Use your phone to record yourself every night. Just 2 minutes. Talk about your day. Today I woke up at 7. I had eggs for breakfast. I watched some videos. Then I went shopping. When you listen back, you'll start to notice your pronunciation, your mistakes, and your progress. Most learners only listen to English, but they never listen to their own English. That's a mistake. Your English needs to live in your voice. Don't wait for a perfect moment. Don't wait for a speaking partner. Don't wait until you feel fluent to start speaking. Start now. Start small. Start simple. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need big words. You just need to say something out loud every single day. That's step 1. Step 2. Learn English in clusters, not words. If you learn words one by one, you'll speak word by word. But if you learn words in clusters, in natural groups, you'll start speaking like real people do. Most learners memorize lists of 500 or 1,000 words. Then when it's time to speak, they freeze. They forget everything. Their brain searches for the next word like a broken computer. Why does this happen? Because English isn't just words, it's rhythm, emotion, and flow. You can't build rhythm by memorizing single words. Fluent speakers don't think one word at a time. They think in clusters, small, natural combinations that always go together. For example, instead of learning can, you, and help separately, learn the phrase, can you help me? That's a cluster. It comes out naturally, smoothly, like one single idea. It's the same in music. You don't play random notes, you play a melody. Clusters train your brain to think in full phrases, your mouth to speak with rhythm, and your speech to sound alive and confident. They remove hesitation, reduce fear, and make you sound more natural. Let's take some examples. Polite English. Would you mind if I? Can I ask you something? Giving opinions. I think it's better to. The way I see it. Making plans. What time should we meet? Let's grab lunch. Asking for help. Could you help me with this? Can you explain that again? Everyday phrases. No worries. That makes sense. It's up to you. When you learn these as full units, you stop building sentences word by word. You just say them naturally, automatically. Every day, choose 5 new clusters. Say each one 20 times out loud. Yes, 20 times. Because fluency isn't knowledge, it's muscle memory. Speak them in different tones, happy, serious, surprised. Use them in your daily life, in messages, emails, and small conversations. Soon, these clusters will become part of your natural speech. Remember, grammar comes later. At this stage, don't overthink tenses or rules. Just practice what real people say. Language is not logic. Language is habit. When babies learn to speak, they don't start with grammar books. They start with short phrases. I want milk. Let's go. And you should do the same. If you only learn words, you'll only know words. But if you learn clusters, you'll speak English smoothly, confidently, naturally. That's step 2. Master it. Repeat it. Build your fluency one cluster at a time. Step 3. Follow the 80-20 rule. Focus on what matters most. Most English learners try to learn everything, and that's why they never master anything. Fluency doesn't come from learning more. It comes from mastering what's important. There are more than 170,000 English words in the dictionary. But do you know how many words native speakers actually use every day? Around 2,000 to 5,000. That's it. The rest is just extra. So instead of trying to memorize every word you see, focus on the most common and useful ones, the ones that appear everywhere in real life. This is called the 80-20 rule, or the Pareto principle. It means that 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. In English, 80% of all daily conversations come from just 20% of the language. If you focus on that 20%, you'll become fluent much faster. Here's how. Most everyday English uses a few key verbs: go, get, want, need, have, do, make, say. If you master these, you'll handle most situations with ease. Don't try to sound fancy. You don't need to say purchase or acquire. Just say buy. You don't need to say rapidly or hastily. Just say fast. Fluency is about clarity, not complexity. Make a list of your top 100 useful words and phrases. Go, come, make, like, need, want, maybe, because. Then build sentences around them. I'm going to work. I'm going to study. I'm going to cook. Repeat these every day, 10 to 20 times. Make them automatic. When you were a child, you learned your first language with a few simple words. Eat, sleep, play, come, go. You didn't start with grammar rules or big vocabulary. You started small and grew from there. That's how you'll build your English too, like a tree, slowly and naturally. Stop chasing every new word. Stop worrying about perfect grammar. Focus on what gives you 80% of the results. Because fluency doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from using what matters most. When you master the basics, you become confident. When you become confident, you speak naturally. And when you speak naturally, your fluency grows faster than ever. That's step 3. Step 4. Use the ear-mouth loop. Listen and speak like a native. Your ears are the door to English, and your mouth is the voice. If your ears never hear real English, your mouth can't produce real English. Fluency starts with listening, but it grows fast when you start speaking. Most learners spend their time reading grammar books, memorizing words, or passively listening to podcasts and videos, but they don't repeat. They don't train their ears and mouths to work together. And that's the problem. You can't become fluent by only listening or only reading. You must connect what you hear with what you say. That's where the ear-mouth loop comes in. The same method actors, singers, and even babies use to master sounds. Here's how it works. You listen to a short piece of real English, you repeat it out loud, then you listen again, then you repeat again. This creates a loop. Your ear catches the rhythm and tone, your mouth copies the pronunciation, and your brain starts matching meaning to sound. Over time, your fluency becomes automatic. When you repeat immediately after listening, your brain creates a strong sound memory connection. Your accent improves naturally, and you stop translating in your head. You start thinking in English. Here's how to train every day. Choose a short 1-minute audio clip, a movie scene, a YouTube video, a podcast, or even a TikTok. Make sure it's real, emotional, and natural English, not robotic textbook sentences. First, listen without subtitles. Close your eyes, feel the rhythm, the tone, the emotion. Don't worry if you don't understand every word, you're training your ear. Then, play one sentence, pause. Repeat that sentence out loud 5 times, exactly as you heard it. Match the speed, tone, and feeling. Don't say it word by word like a robot. Copy it like a song. Where have you been all day? Not where have you been? Let your mouth feel the rhythm and emotion. Go line by line. After you finish 1 minute, play the full clip again and speak along with a native voice like singing a duet. This is how actors learn new accents and how English learners can sound truly fluent. Don't just listen and move on. Repeat. Speak with your full voice, not a whisper. Don't focus on every word, focus on the flow. Don't practice with boring voices, use natural ones. Don't depend on subtitles, listen with your heart. Some great practice sources: movie scenes with strong emotion, TED Talks full of energy, Netflix shows or animated videos with clear speech. Here are a few simple sentences to use. I'm not sure what to do. That's exactly what I was thinking. Let me take care of that. You've got to be kidding me. I'll be right there. Listening alone won't make you fluent. Speaking alone won't make you natural. But when your ears and mouth train together, your English becomes smooth, fast, and confident. This is the system used by babies, actors, and professionals, and now it's yours. Listen, speak, repeat, feel the English. That's how real fluency begins. Step 5. Shadow native speakers. Copy their voice. The fastest way to sound like a native speaker is to copy one, not just their words, but their rhythm, tone, and emotion. This is called shadowing, and it's one of the most powerful fluency techniques in the world. Most learners just watch shows or videos. They listen, but they don't copy. They don't speak along. They don't train their mouths to move like the native speaker. And because of that, their English stays flat, slow, and uncertain. Shadowing changes everything. It means speaking with the native speaker, repeating what they say at the same time or just after, copying every word, pause, and emotion. You become the actor. They are your coach. When you shadow, your mouth learns how native speakers move. Your tongue and lips start to follow natural English patterns. Your ear begins to notice real pronunciation and stress. Your voice becomes more confident and fluent. Your brain stops translating. It starts performing. To start, pick a 10 to 30-second clip, a Netflix show, movie, podcast, or TED Talk. Watch it a few times. Notice how they speak, which words are louder, where they pause, what emotion they use. Then start shadowing. Speak at the same time as the speaker. If it's too fast, pause after each line and repeat it out loud. Say it with full energy, no whispering. You're not just learning, you're performing. For example, native, I can't believe this is happening. You, I can't believe this is happening. Same speed, same energy, same emotion. Repeat each line 10 times. Record yourself. Compare your voice with the original. Ask yourself, where am I slower? Where is my tone flat? Where do I sound unsure? Then practice again. Each repetition makes your English faster, smoother, and more alive. Just 10 minutes a day can help you. Speak faster and more naturally, reduce hesitation, sound closer to a native, build confidence, enjoy your own English voice. Don't worry about having a perfect accent. Focus on sounding natural and expressive. Shadow passionate, emotional speakers, not robotic ones. The best shadowing materials: Netflix shows like Friends, Modern Family, The Office, TED Talks with clear, emotional voices, YouTube vlogs or short video clips. Shadowing isn't just practice, it's performance. You don't become fluent by studying more. You become fluent by imitating excellence. Even 1 minute of shadowing daily is more powerful than hours of passive listening. This is step 5, and it will transform your speaking forever. Step 6, talk about your day every night. You don't need to wait for a partner or class to practice speaking. You already have the best material in the world, your own life. Talking about your day in English every night is one of the simplest and most powerful habits to build fluency. You don't need a book, a teacher, or even the internet, just your voice and your memories. Most learners wait for the right time or the right person to speak with, but that waiting only kills progress. You can start right now by speaking about your day. At night, your brain is full of memories and emotions. You're relaxed and alone, the perfect time to speak freely. Think about your day and describe it in English. What did you do? What did you feel? What did you learn? You're not practicing fake dialogues, you're speaking real life. This builds fluency, storytelling, and emotional connection to English. It helps you think directly in English without translating. And over time, you might even start dreaming in English. Speak softly, slowly, and clearly. You can record yourself for 2 or 3 minutes. Talk about simple things. I woke up late today. I met my friend at the cafe. I felt tired but happy. I cooked dinner and watched a movie. This is not just language practice, it's identity training. You start to see yourself as someone who lives in English. Each night, your confidence grows a little more. Each morning, your English feels a little more natural. Talking about your day is more than a routine. It's a transformation. Your thoughts, your voice, your memories, all becoming part of your English self. That's step 6, and it brings your English to life. Step 7, think in English. Live in English. You've listened, repeated, shadowed, and spoken. Now it's time for the final step, to think in English. Most learners still translate everything in their head. They hear English, translate it to their language, think of an answer, then translate back to English again. That's why they freeze. That's why they speak slowly. That's why they lose confidence. The truth is, fluency begins not in your mouth, but in your mind. When you start to think directly in English, everything changes. Words come naturally. Sentences flow easily. You don't pause to find the right words. They're already there. But how do you start thinking in English? You don't need to force it. You train your brain, step by step. Here are 4 simple ways. 1, name things around you. When you walk, eat, or work, say what you see in English. This is my phone. I'm opening the window. The coffee smells amazing. It's simple but powerful. You train your brain to describe the world in English, just like a native does. 2, talk to yourself. Not crazy, just smart. Speak your thoughts out loud or silently in your mind. What should I cook today? I need to finish this report. I hope it doesn't rain. This makes English part of your daily thinking, not just a subject to study. Number 3, Use English in your decisions. When you plan your day, make your to-do list in English. When you write notes, messages, or reminders, do it in English. When you dream about the future, imagine it in English. 4. React in English. When something surprises you, say, wow. When something's funny, say, that's hilarious. When something's annoying, say, oh, come on. You start replacing your first reaction language with English. That's when you know your brain is switching. Thinking in English is not about being perfect. It's about being comfortable. You don't need complex grammar, just real thoughts, real emotions, real English. At first, it feels slow, but soon it becomes natural. You'll notice that your mouth and your mind begin to work together, without translation, without hesitation. That's real fluency. Fluency isn't about knowing every word. It's about being able to express your life, your feelings, your ideas, your dreams in English freely and naturally. Part 3, the conclusion. Your journey to real fluency. Let's be honest. Learning English is not magic. It's not about memorizing 10,000 words, finishing grammar books, or watching endless videos. Fluency is not built in a week. It's built in moments. Moments of courage. Moments of repetition. Moments of connection. You've learned the system. Step 1, build your mindset. Step 2, make English part of your day. Step 3, listen actively. Step 4, connect your ears and mouth. Step 5, shadow native speakers. Step 6, talk about your day. Step 7, think and live in English. Each step is simple, but together they are powerful. If you follow them, English will no longer feel like a school subject. It will become part of your life. You'll stop worrying about grammar mistakes. You'll stop translating every sentence. You'll start feeling English and speaking it naturally. Remember, fluency doesn't come from studying more. It comes from using more, from listening, repeating, speaking, and thinking every day. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the right partner. The perfect time is now. The perfect partner is you. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Your English matters. So, start today. Speak to yourself. Listen deeply. Repeat boldly. Shadow confidently. Make English your daily language, your second voice, your silent friend. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you're not learning English anymore. You're living it.